How to stay calm when speaking English. Have you ever noticed your English gets worse exactly when you need it the most? You study for months. You memorize new words. But when the real moment arrives, your mind goes blank. Your hands shake. Your voice sounds smaller than usual. It feels like something inside you collapses. You are not broken. You are simply human. Every time you face pressure, your body reacts before your mind can think. It protects you from danger, but it also silences you. You are not fighting English. You are fighting your own heartbeat. Welcome to Learn English Listening. I am Lydia. Here, we do not just practice English, we practice calm. Today, I want to share something ancient, a truth that changed the way I teach and the way I speak. It comes from a Japanese warrior who never lost a single battle. His name was Miyamoto Musashi. He once said that the calmest fighter is always the strongest. That is the paradox. The more pressure you face, the quieter your spirit must become. What if this was also true for English speakers? What if the calmest person in the conversation is always the most fluent? I remember my first job interview abroad. My throat tightened. My name sounded strange when I said it. Every sentence I had practiced disappeared. But at that moment, I learned something. Fluency is not about perfect words. It is about peace in your mind. Before we begin, tell me where you are watching from and what time it is there. Are you beginning your morning calmly or ending a long day? Take one deep breath. Let us begin to find the calm inside your words. Every time you speak English, it feels like entering a duel. Your heart races. Your breath shortens. Your thoughts shrink into silence. You are standing across from fear itself. One of my students once spoke like a native during class. But when he faced one stranger, his voice cracked. He said nothing for 10 full seconds. Afterward, he whispered, "I knew what to say. I just could not make my mouth move." That moment changed me as a teacher because I realized his problem was not grammar. It was panic. Science explains this perfectly. When your brain senses danger, it releases adrenaline. Your muscles tense. Your vision narrows. Your body chooses survival, not conversation. It thinks you are in a battle. But the truth is, you are only in a meeting. Your biology cannot tell the difference. So how do you win that battle? Musashi understood this centuries ago. He wrote that victory does not belong to the fastest sword. It belongs to the calmest mind. He watched his opponents lose control of their emotions before they ever lost the fight. Maybe your biggest enemy in English is not vocabulary. It is adrenaline. The moment you stop trying to fight your nerves, they lose their power. Calm is not weakness. Calm is control. Have you ever felt your mind go completely blank in front of someone you wanted to impress? That is not failure. That is your body asking for calm. So how did Musashi stay centered while facing a sword? And how can you stay centered while facing a conversation? The answer begins with 4 simple principles that he lived by. They are as old as his sword, but as modern as your next interview. Miyamoto Musashi lived through 60 duels and never lost once. But his real weapon was not the sword. It was stillness. In his famous battle against Sasaki Kojiro, he arrived late on purpose. His opponent grew angry. His breathing quickened. Musashi remained calm. He saw clearly while the other man drowned in emotion. His secret came down to 4 principles. I call them the Musashi Calm. And they work perfectly for speaking English, too. First, emotional distance. Step back from your emotions. When you feel fear, do not say, I am nervous. Say, I notice that I am nervous. The words change the feeling. You become the observer, not the emotion. Second, anticipatory awareness. See the flow. Before speaking, notice the other person's rhythm. Anticipate how they might respond. This makes your mind sharp, like a chess player seeing 3 moves ahead. Third, strategic breathing. Reset your mind. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 1. Exhale for 6. Even 1 cycle clears your thinking. Your body learns peace again. Fourth, purposeful action. Speak with intention. Do not speak to impress. Speak to connect. Fluency is not a show. It is a bridge. In English, we have 3 phrases that describe these states of calm and control. To keep your cool means to stay calm under pressure. To think on your feet means to react wisely and quickly when surprised. To lose your tongue means to freeze when fear takes over. Musashi trained his body to remain steady while chaos swirled around him. You can train your speech in the same way. Calm does not slow you down. It makes every word sharper, clearer, and more alive. Anna was one of my quietest students. She understood every word but avoided speaking. When she tried, her sentences came out broken. Her hands trembled. One day, she decided to practice what we now call the Musashi calm. Before class, she closed her eyes and breathed. In for 4, out for 6. When she spoke again, her voice surprised everyone. It was steady. It was warm. It carried presence. People think fluency means speed. But research shows something different. Calm speakers sound more confident, more trustworthy, and more fluent than those who rush. The world listens to calm voices, not loud ones, not fast ones. Calm is the new fluency. Anna told me, I used to think confidence meant energy. Now I know it means control. Her story changed how I teach forever. There are 2 English phrases that describe what she overcame. In the heat of the moment means when your emotions take over and you lose control. Speak your mind means to express what you truly think. Anna learned to move from the first to the second, from heat to honesty. If you have ever felt nervous speaking English, write the word calm in the comments. Let us build a calm English community together. Because when you calm your body, your words finally find you. Every time I see someone trembling before they speak, I think of Musashi. He faced blades. You face conversations. The difference is only in the weapon. The battle is the same. Control your breathing and you control the outcome. When you learn to bring peace into your speech, every dialogue becomes easier. Your English starts to flow like water instead of fire. Your calm becomes your accent. Your silence becomes your strength. Close your eyes for a moment. Let us practice together. Inhale slowly for 4, hold for 1. Exhale for 6. Feel the air move through you. Whisper your name in English. Do not force it. Let it float. Listen to how peaceful your voice can be when it is not chasing perfection. Let us pause for 1 breath. You have just done what most English learners forget. You have spoken from calm, not from fear. That is what Musashi practiced before every duel. He did not breathe to fight. He breathed to see clearly. The same is true for you. Before an interview, a meeting, or a simple conversation, take 1 slow breath. Let your shoulders fall. Let your jaw relax. Feel your heart slow down. Then speak. Fluency does not start in your tongue. It begins in your breath. Your calmness gives shape to your words. Imagine yourself tomorrow morning. The sunlight enters the room. You prepare for work. Someone greets you in English. Instead of tension, you breathe once. And the words come naturally. That single moment will remind you that calmness was, as always, inside you. You just had to make space for it. You have walked from fear to calm, from tension to peace. Musashi found his strength in silence. You can find your fluency there too. The calm English speaker listens more than they rush. They wait 1 second longer before replying. They choose words with care. They do not chase perfection. They create connection. When you learn to be still inside, your language grows effortlessly. You no longer fight your nerves. You guide them. You no longer hide your accent. You let it tell your story. At this moment, you stand between pressure and peace. Which one will you choose next time you speak English? If this video brought you peace, share it with someone who feels nervous before speaking English. And subscribe so we can keep walking together toward calm, confident English. Remember, every calm breath is 1 step closer to true fluency. Speak slowly. Speak kindly. Speak from peace.